Hello and welcome everybody. We are back with another chapter review of Undead Unluck, but we're back with a little bit differently this time. Doing a little face cam action. Yeah, showing you guys what this beautiful mug really looks like. I hope you guys don't mind it. I hope I don't lose any of my subscribers because of my face or anything. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, this is just a normal chapter review. I don't really think I have much for a post talk. This week, other than yeah, this is gonna be the new kind of format. I'm just gonna chat through the chapter real quick to show my face because yeah, just the way I was doing it before, it took a while to just like edit that video, even though it was like really low editing, like production and everything. It was for my skill set. I'm not really an editor like that. It was just really hard to do. It was time consuming. I've got a normal job as well, so I do enjoy doing this. I'm not trying to spend like too much time on it. I'm not trying to rack my brain over it. Like I want to keep it nice and fresh. Don't want to like get over it. You know what I mean? Like if I just do too much of it, you know. So this way, I'll probably be able to get even more videos out because it's a simpler format to do, really. But yeah, anyway, let's get straight into this chapter review. We're here with chapter 216 entitled Expression. And also, before I actually get into the chapter, I've also changed up the thumbnail design a little bit. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm limited skills with like the graphic designing, like video editing and stuff like that. But I'm learning a little bit, doing it all myself. Um, but yeah, I like how the thumbnail turned out. It looked a lot better than my old ones, and even better than my other old ones. If I even like put like what the chapter I was reviewing on the thumbnail and stuff like that. But any heezy, we'll get into this chapter review. So in this chapter, we start off with Tatiana and her parents singing at one of her birthdays, and I think this is probably her fifth birthday because originally in the loop previously, she manifested her ability on her fifth birthday, so it kind of looks kind of like the same kind of scene. And back when she first got her ability in the previous loop, what actually happened was she was blowing out the candles, and while she was blowing out the candles, that's when Untouchable happened. And it was an interesting point that someone commented on the last chapter review actually that how does Fuuko know that Tatiana's ability didn't manifest yet? Because originally it was supposed to manifest on the fifth birthday, and she's way older now. She's like around 15, maybe like 16 in this loop, and she's like an idol and everything, and her ability hasn't manifested. And does she know it's going to manifest like right now? The commenter, feels like, I can't remember the commenter's name, the Furion Max or something like that. Shout out to that commenter. They suggested that maybe Fuuka used remember. Hey guys, post editing. Yeah, I said the artifact remember when I really meant G liner. So yeah, I say remember a couple times instead of G liner, but I meant G liner. I think I realized my mistake at the end of the video, but I just wanted you guys to know that here I actually meant G liner, not remember. And that could be pretty plausible, but with me, I feel like if someone uses remember, like God's gonna enact a pretty harsh penalty onto that, just like with unknown, he forcibly made Akira get unknown. So yeah, I'm not sure if remember was used. I also threw around the thought maybe she did use remember and she's been holding on to this penalty without telling any of the union members. But yeah, so that's something to think about. Like, how does Fuku actually know this? And like we were kind of saying in our like thread of comments there, like it could be a plot hole. But the fact that Yoshifumi has brought up this flashback here, really reminiscent of her first ability manifestation, kind of like shows you that he has remembered about the first ability manifestation. There is something going on here. Why didn't it manifest on the fifth birthday like this time? Was it just blowing out the candles? She just need to not blow out the candles and the ability wouldn't have manifest right there? But yeah, Fuku's also gone through the timeline and changed a lot of stuff. Like maybe the person who previously had Unforgettable didn't die yet at that time because of the changes in the timeline Fuku made. Maybe she purposely made some changes so that person doesn't die yet. So Tatiana on her fifth birthday would definitely always keep untouchable. But that's kind of a messed up thing because that means Fuka would have like made someone against their kind of will want like keep having untouchable. I feel like untouchable is one of those abilities that's like really inconvenient. You can't touch anything. You have to live through a straw. Yeah, so anyway, the reason that she doesn't actually blow out the candles is because she gets distracted by these models on the TV, and her parents are telling her it's like the Notch Collection event where a lot of models from all over the world gather and like go on the runway and stuff. And Tatiana was like inspired by that and like wants to really be on the runway when she's older. And to be honest, with this flashback, it kind of returns to that little pattern we had for a while. We do get that a lot in Undead Unluck chapters, that there's just a flashback for like the first page, maybe second page. I'm pretty sure it's literally just always one page of a flashback, and then we just get straight back into the present timeline. Anyway, so yeah, now we're back in the present, and Tatiana is on the runway, and I think she's wearing the same outfit from that we saw her testing out last time in the last chapter. But yeah, anyway, she's just on the runway. Everyone's enjoying, everyone's taking pictures. We see Chikara and Sean there, and Sean's like, keep on guard. Because yeah, we go back to that briefing, and Fuuko basically says that Untouchable will most likely manifest during her fifth and final outfit change. And basically, what they want to do is make this whole like rescue, subdue the tragedy situation look like it's actually a part of the show, so no one's like panicking and stuff, which is very sensible of Fuko to think that out. Because yeah, she's basically saying yeah, it's Tatiana's dream, so she doesn't want it to be ruined in any way. Although that Untouchable will be manifested and her life will change forever, at least she could probably look back on this event and see that it was still a success, even though this terrible thing was about to happen. And Fuko also like gives Chikara a really important mission, basically to take the best picture of Tatiana that he possibly can, and that's kind of what I think Sean was alluding to just previously in the last page, that Fuko gave him a very specific instruction for a specific order, and that's probably it to capture a pretty sentimental moment. And then in this next couple like panels, we just see a montage of Tatiana and her all her different outfits. She has the one we saw last chapter. She's got this like nice flowing dress, one with a split down the middle, and like it's kind of like a scarf. And yeah, it's kind of like a scarf thing just tied over. I don't know the term. Then she's got like a like cute like punk kind of girl outfit, I guess, with the pigtails and the jean short and the jean jacket. Like it's more of a jean gilet kind of thing, but no sleeves. Uh, yeah, I think it's got some like rainbow like stickers or like it's like kind of giblet kind of things on there. And then she has a really fancy one, which is just like really, what do you call those things? It's like, I don't know what you call it, but it's like a kind of like pantsuit, and it goes into this frilly would be the word, frilly type of thing. And we can see that Chica has taken like really good pictures of all of them. And yeah, we see Tatiana sees that Chica is there and like flashes him a smile and everything. So yeah, we see her going through about four outfits. So the next one is going to be the last one, and where Untouchable will manifest. So we head backstage where Tatiana's screaming at Julia and the seamstress. I can't tell if it's male or female. Seamster, tailor, seamstress, tailor. What's the word for a female tailor? The seamstress? Yeah, I think so. But I think it's a male anyway, so I think it might just be a tailor. But yeah, she really wants them to tighten up the corset to like accentuate her figure, I guess. But anyway, Fuku comes in and she's like, "Don't worry, I'll handle it," and is able to just, Fuku's got insane like strength. Like she's actually really strong character, although she like doesn't look it. And she probably has cracked a rib for Tatiana there to get her corset as tight as she wants it to. And yeah, we just get a little scene here where Julia's looking at Fuko and Tatiana and can tell they actually have a really close relationship. Like they're kind of like twin flames, kind of like kindred souls in a sense. It is the same soul, so like they'll probably have a kinship with each other. Like yeah, like I said, twin flames. So like not in a romantic way, just like they're one of the same. I think that's what a twin flame is. What like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So anyway, now Fuko and Tatiana just have a like kind of small moment together, and Fuko basically goes on to like tell her that you need to trust me, whatever goes on out there. She doesn't like give the full explanation of what's gonna happen with Untouchable. She does like tell Tatiana to like fully trust her no matter what happens out there. And Tatiana quite rightly just gives her quite like a weird face, just like, bro, what are you talking about, dude? And like she finally like brings it up. You've been hella strange ever since we've met. Like I was saying in the last review, she didn't say anything about like I knew you from 200 years ago. What do you mean by that exactly? Like what do you mean you know me from 200 years ago? But like she finally like has a strange suspicion about Fuuko. Like she knows things that she's never told anyone before, but she just like kind of brushes it off. And like because she says like something about Fuuko just like clicked with her, so she doesn't really mind all that like kind of fishy behavior Fuuko's been doing. And she essentially says that she does trust Fuuko, and the reason that she does trust Fuuko so much is because she can tell that Fuuko really likes her more than like any of her other staff. And Tatiana just tells her, yeah, that's all right with her. So yeah, do what you gotta do, whatever this thing that might be going down, I'll trust you, whatever. So now it's come to the fifth and final outfit, and I think this crowd is like roaring, excited, cheering, and everyone else in the union are all getting into position. We see Chikara tying his hair up. You know, that's his like battle phase. That's like his Zoro time putting on the bandana. Chikara's serious when he ties that hair up back in that ponytail. And yeah, now Fuko's doing a countdown. It's really weird. She's doing a count. She like knows the exact specific moment that Untouchable is gonna be manifest. It's kind of weird. Maybe like Furion was saying, she has you remember, because I don't know how she can like pinpoint it down to such an exact moment. Maybe she's just like really good at guessing stuff. I don't fucking know. But yeah, as soon as the countdown finish, we see that Untouchable manifest is like that black fog that goes around the panels that happens when the manifestation happens. And yeah, her outfit just rips off of her. And then we see, I guess it should be Sean, I think it's Karu or Gina. Well, it could be, it doesn't matter who it is, but yeah, two people on this, or maybe even three. Like we can't see the other side of the fog, so yeah, a couple guys are using like smoke machines to blast out smoke, and we've got Gina. Actually, it couldn't be Gina, so it's probably Julia and Sean doing the fog machine. And so yeah, Gina and Unchanged. That is Gina. Gina and Billy are using Unchange in order to control the fog. And yeah, bro, sometimes I don't really be thinking when I'm saying stuff and theorizing, because at the end of my last video in the post talk, I was talking about basically how I thought this would work, and it is essentially working the same way I thought it would work. They're going to use some kind of smoke to control around the sphere so that Chikara can use his unmove on that, because otherwise the untouchable sphere would be imperceivable to him. He wouldn't be able to use unmove on it. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, because Chikara's line of sight can only see one side, then we'd use Billy using unmove to see the other side. But Billy's blind, bro. He can't see nothing. He can't use a move. That's actually quite interesting. Can Billy just not use unmove because he can't see? Yeah, it might change on your perception, like what you perceive as sight. Because like I was saying, like in the previous chapter review, again, going back to that those chapters a lot, even though I said they were kind of boring chapters. Not boring, they were kind of boring. Not boring, just slow. Not a lot of movement within the narrative in there. Um, yeah, even though they were that kind of chapter, I'm referring to them quite a lot here. Yeah, like I was saying, Billy has this like sonar, like radar kind of perception, like we kind of saw. So if he like perceives that as sight, can he technically still use unmove? I don't know, maybe, but anyway, he's using Unchanged here to like keep the smoke on both sides contained, and Chikara is using Unmove. And I really like this the panel afterwards. It's like a whole like clashing of all the negation abilities, like Unchange, Untouchable, Unmove. Well, there's Billy's Unchanged, which is like the glitchy kind of one because he's copying it, and then yeah, you got Gina's, which is stable. And I like how it's like the untouchable is like kind of spread out a bit because it's kind of because the other negation abilities are like affecting it, basically like kind of infiltrating it, like stopping it. So yeah, I like the like using the use of letters here to like convey what's happening here. Like yeah, the letters like show what's happening in the scene as well. There might be a word for that, the use of letters like that, maybe. If anyone knows, leave it in the comments, I guess. Yeah, and this is like the last scene of the chapter. It's just Fuuko shouting to Tatiana that she should trust in her and believe in her, like the whole thing she was saying in the backstage, and that she's gonna negate this tragedy happening. And that is the end of the chapter. So yeah, this was a to be honest, still pretty similar to the last two, but we've actually got some good progression here. Like the untouchable manifestation has happened. We're gonna move on to how they're gonna manage this whole like scene happening, how they're gonna calm down everyone, and how they're gonna play this off as if it's actually part of the show. It'll be like quite interesting. It's like not too much to really dive into like theory wise. Like when you dive into theory, you want to like try and figure out the lore and stuff of the world. Like not just this is pretty simplistic. Not simplistic, just like not battle. This is a battle. This is a battle shonen manga. Like we want to dissect some battles, maybe dissect some lore, not dissect how a how a runway show's gonna stay afloat, even though there's a tragedy, which is a quite unique thing, to be honest, in the shonen battle manga. But I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying there's not much I can talk about with it. So yeah, there's not going to be much of a post talk for this video. And to be honest, I was thinking about like leaving this one as well for a double chapter review. But since I said I was gonna reveal the face and everything today, so I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'll do this chapter. But yeah, it was a nice one. Hopefully we'll get to a bit more upbeat stuff soon. Unchange the Unstoppable arc has is coming to an end soon. What will be after this? Not sure. Maybe something with Soul, like how in chapter 213, Fuuko was still like weary of Soul, didn't know if she's missing something with his whole plan. Uh Maybe this whole like Tatiana not manifesting on her fifth birthday will like come into it. Because that is it's still a pretty weird thing. Let me know in the comments why you guys think her ability didn't manifest on the fifth birthday and is manifesting here instead, and how Fuko actually knows about it. Did she use remember? But no, I don't think she can. Not did I say remember? I meant to say it's G liner. Why did I say remember? It's because remember uh, out of memories. Yeah, G liner. Thank you for watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you guys later.